Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is a spectacular Saturday afternoon. Mandatory payout in the Rainbow Six, 12 races. Pete Aiello's got all those track and weather conditions you need.
12 races to get to and the all-important force out of the Rainbow Six here this afternoon. A fast main track, a firm turf course, and temperatures in the mid-70s. We kick off the card on the main track at 6 furlongs, maidens of the Florida-bred variety. Scratch number 7, Grenadier, a field of 9. The favorite was number 8, Last Judgment.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, O'Hanzi begins the best. Lemniscate moves to be second. Bronxville on the outside comes away in third. Banyan Breeze is out of there fourth, and it's the big favorite, Last Resort, who's now fifth. Down at the inside, Fa Fa Fooey. In tight between is Lawyer Drill. The two at the back are Will Runaway and Glory of Florida. They go to the half-mile point, and in the two-path, Lemniscate and Hernandez Jr. now in front by a neck. O'Hanzi is there second, 4 wide in Banyan Breeze, 3 wide in Bronxville. In behind the embattled pace setters is Last Judgment, only 2 lengths off the lead, 3 clear of Fa Fa Fooey, who works well in advance of Lawyer Drill and Glory of Florida as they run around the far turn. O'Hanzi is back for more inside and puts a neck on top again, right back at him. Lemniscate, these two have been at each other since they sprung it. Banyan Breeze is next, Last Resort getting ready to go into the clear for a run. After a 45 and 4 half mile, they're at the top of the stretch. Lemniscate comes away with the lead and puts away O'Hanzi. He'll have to deal with Last Resort, who's on the outside and charging with 1/8 of a mile to go. Last Resort starts to pick up the leader now, and Last Resort is on even terms. Lemniscate's fighting on. Lemniscate, Last Resort going the better, and Last Judgment will win it. Last Judgment wins by 1.5 lengths. Lemniscate was second, well clear of O'Hanzi third. Closer for fourth, Glory of Florida, Bronxville in 1:10 flat.
The day starts off on a quite formful note as number 8, Last Judgment, gets the maiden diploma in just his second career outing, finishing up pretty well under jockey John Velasquez, the trainer Todd Pletcher, and the Mathis stable. A good run from the runner-up, number 5, Lemniscate, to get second, ahead of the 4, O'Hanzi, who completes a formful try. We move now to the second race, the start of the early pick 4, 6 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for $6,250. A field of 9 signed on. Off-time favorite was 5, Northern.
And they're off. Good start for Northern from between horses. Up on the outside, SCOTUS Care displaying speed. Moving at the inside is Social Roy to try to get some rail position. In between horses, Giant Dilemma as they battle for the early lead. Social Roy now puts a neck on top. Right between horses is Giant Dilemma, 3 wide in Northern third. Then back to Wild Good, racing ahead of Dash of Dazzle and Bocati. SCOTUS Care widest of all, 2.5 clear of Exclusive Zip. And Brookside plummets to last. 22 and 1 for the opening quarter speed. Around the far turn they race. With the advantage, it's Northern. He's had been parked 3 wide as Social Roy counterpunches under Reyes from the fence. Giant Dilemma hangs tough from between horses, 2 better than SCOTUS Care. Wild Good ridden with 5 lengths to make up and 5/16 to do it. And now there's a 1/4 mile left to go. On the inside, Social Roy fights on with Northern. These two move away from Giant Dilemma third, then SCOTUS Care through a 45 and 2 half mile. Off the turn in the stretch drive, it's Northern who has the lead toward the inside. Social Roy's a tough customer and battles on second. SCOTUS Care down the stand side. In deep stretch, Northern now asserting his authority, and it will be Northern to remain razor sharp under Tony Mirage. He kicked clear in the end to win by 3 or 4. Good battle for second. SCOTUS Care gets second ahead of Giant Dilemma, then Exclusive Zip in 1:10 and 3.
2 races and 2 winning favorites as Northern continues red hot, getting 3 in a row here today under jockey Tony Mirage for Aubrey Mirage and owner Joseph Bucci. 8 SCOTUS Care was second ahead of the 3 Giant Dilemma, who ran third. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon on the main track at a mile and a 16th. Maidens of the 3-year-old filly variety. A field of 7, heavily favored, number 6, Angelia.
And they're off. big favorite, Angelia, was last to get underway. First to get underway was Elite Appeal, who's headed off for the early lead. Alasael moves to challenge from second. On the outside, an Elegant Rose now positioned in third. Angelia throwing her head about. She hasn't settled at all. Malibu Rainbow is on heels, and she's now at the back of the field. Trailing the field is Take Charge Christie. They try to back down this early speed as now Alasael taps on the brakes. Serenista's on hold. And up front, the leader is Elite Appeal, who has them stacked and packed. Alasael moves through again now to take over the lead. The opening quarter, quite ordinary, 24-4. Elegant Roses 3 wide, 4 wide is Angelia. Then Malibu Rainbow, who's racing at the inside, and Serenista's between horses. The trailer is Take Charge Christie. Down the backstretch they go, and up on the outside, Angelia really had no alternative but to move forward, and Johnny V puts her on even terms with Alasael. In between horses, that's Serenista, who's now third, Elegant Rose on the outside. Then back to the early leader, Elite Appeal, with Malibu Rainbow next at the rail, and Take Charge Christie is last. 49-2 for the opening half mile as they leave the backstretch and swing around the far turn with the advantage. Alasael by a neck. Angelia's on the outside second. Now the far outside, an Elegant Rose from third. Malibu Rainbow is next and held up between horses. That's Serenista. Out wide is Elite Appeal, and at the back is Take Charge Christie as they run around the far turn to the first finish line they race. Angelia now is in front, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, an Elegant Rose issues the challenge under by Rad Ortiz Jr. These two move better than Alasael as they wheel in. Angelia has to fight off Elegant Rose and Malibu Rainbow with less than an eighth of a mile to go. Angelia is set down, trying to hold on here. On the outside, an Elegant Rose, widest of all in Malibu Rainbow. Angelia's almost there. Angelia to the first finish line is in front. Second is Elegant Rose. Third is Malibu Rainbow. Then Serenista and Take Charge Christie in 146-4.
Well, not exactly an easy win as a 2-5 favorite, but a win is a win, and Angelia gets the win. Under jockey John Velasquez for the Cheyenne Stables and trainer Todd Pletcher. It was 7 Elegant Rose, who ran very well to be second, ahead of the 2 Malibu Rainbow, who was best of the rest, while third. We move now to the 4th race of the day, 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for $6,250. A field of 8. Favorites were 1 Hannah Catherine and 6 Mija Bella.
And they're off. From the rail, Hannah Catherine bounces away well. From the center, Sunny Sonata won't be far away. Trini Pleasure looks for forward position, and the favorite Mija Bella into the top flight as they chase the speed of Hannah Catherine out of the chute. It's Hannah Catherine and Nick Juarez who come away with the lead. Sunny Sonata's on her outside second. Moving up on the far from between horses, rather, is Trini Pleasure. She's now into second, and out fourth and wide on the course, Mija Bella. It's a length and a half then to Little Neck, who's dropped better than 5 lengths off the lead, and works a length and a half better than Casual Caro. Then She's No Joke, and at the back is Mama Tries. The opening quarter mile was 24 seconds flat with less than 5 furlongs to go. Hannah Catherine has the lead, 3 parts of a length, dogged by Trini Pleasure second. Sunny Sonata gives the green light to get a little bit closer, but she's losing ground. Passed now by the favorite Mija Bella. 4 wide and Little Neck, then Casual Caro and She's No Joke, and Mama Tries is last. Around the far turn they go, 3 furlongs left to go. Hannah Catherine gets separation and leads by 2. Mija Bella takes up the slack second, so the 2 favorites begin to assert themselves, moving 3 better than Trini Pleasure. Then comes Little Neck down inside, and She's No Joke with a quarter of a mile left to go. Hannah Catherine has the lead, but closer now is Mija Bella. Mija Bella within a neck of Hannah Catherine with a quarter of a mile left to go. These 2 will throw it down, 5 clear of Trini Pleasure. Now 3/16 from home. Hannah Catherine has to kick on. Mija Bella let loose on the outside, and she's doing the better work. Mija Bella now takes the lead. Hannah Catherine is game and well clear of the others, but it will be Mija Bella and jockey Tyler Gaffleone to win it by a length in the end. Hannah Catherine a good second, Casual Caro third, closer for fourth, Mama Tries or She's No Joke in 139 flat.
Favorites run 1-2 in today's 4th race as number 6, Mija Bella, takes care of business under Tyler Gaffleone for Jorge Delgado and the Rumba Caliente stable. Second, number 1, Hannah Catherine, who was well clear of the 3, Casual Caro, who ran third. We go now to the 5th race of the afternoon, the start of the middle pick 4. Maiden's on turf at 1 mile. These are 3-year-old fillies. Jose Batista rides number 2, Kitten's Finest. Scratch the 13, Take 10. Field of 12. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the center, Heroic Activist gets the first call, moving to challenge as Weekend Madness up on her outside. Moving to her inside as Panther Hit into the top flight. Widest of all is Mega Fortune, who tries to get over from her outside gate. Tapping on the brakes was Kitten's Finest, with She'll Do looking for some racing room. Out wide on the course is Astoundment. She dropped over to be 3 wide, and she races 2 ahead of Queen Brunette, who's mid-flight. Then back to the 2 favorites. Blue Jean Kitten to the inside, Piece by Piece to the outside. Second last is Shiraka, and the early trailer is Pardon My Heart. The opening quarter was 23-1 as they roll into the backstretch. Heroic Activist has the lead 3 parts of a length. Token pace pressure from long shot Mega Fortune on the outside. Weekend Madness is between horses. Astoundment is 3 wide. Panther Hit is at the rail. Then She'll Do racing a neck in front of Queen Brunette. They're followed by Kitten's Finest, who races ahead of Blue Jean Kitten. Piece by Piece is still unhurried in the blue silks, about 9 lengths off the lead, racing ahead of Shiraka, and the trailer is Pardon My Heart. That's the 12 of them with less than half a mile to go. They went 48-1 for a half mile. With the advantage, Heroic Activist, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, still second is Mega Fortune. Astoundment's had to cover ground well, 3 wide third. At the inside, Panther Hit has an upset possibility from 4th. Then Weekend Madness trying to get underway from the back is Piece by Piece as they wheel in. Up on the outside, it's the long shot Mega Fortune, who now takes a narrow lead. Into the clear, Panther Hit is loose and charging. Down the center in Astoundment, the favorites never fired. Final 1/8 of a mile. Up front, it's Mega Fortune and Chris Landero still in front, and Mega Fortune will spring the upset. Panther Hit second, Astoundment was third. Very close after that in 1:35.4.
4 winning favorites to start the afternoon, but the upset was on in race number 5 as number 10, Mega Fortune. If you had him, you made a Mega Fortune, as she was 40-1. And gets the victory under Chris Landeros for John Kimmel and owner Torby Morton. We go now to race number 6 on the program, the co-feature race of the day, the Grade 3 Swanee River Stakes. A 1 1/8 over the turf for $150,000 guaranteed purse money. Scratch number 8, Conquest Hard Candy. All the money for 4, Rimska.
Racing in the Swanee River Stakes. Rimska was away very well, but Valedictorian has the best first gear, and Valedictorian put right on the lead as they charge in front of us for the first time. It's Peach of a Gal who moves to be second. Rimska pockets up. American Frolic is 3 wide early. Then back to Avi's Mineshaft third last. Special Event is second last while down toward the rail, and 2 lengths to the trailer, Vagabond Princess. They make the charge to the first turn. They're chasing Valedictorian, who leads the way by a length. Peach of a Gal on the outside, second. Rimska perfectly positioned early, third at the inside. American Frolic is now 4th, followed by Avi's Mineshaft and Special Event, and still unhurried is Vagabond Princess. The opening quarter was controlled, 25-2, as they exit the turn and straighten out for the run up the backstretch. Up front, it's Valedictorian. In front by a length, Peach of a Gal is still second. Special Event with rail position, and Special Event making a mid-race move as Rimska left the inside spot open, so she's now in the 2-path and racing between horses. Out wide is American Frolic, then Avi's Mineshaft and Vagabond Princess through the opening half mile in 51-4. The chess match continues in the run to the far turn with Valedictorian still in front. Peach of a Gal second, Special Event third. She shuffled Rimska back a couple spots as American Frolic is now into 4th. Rimska 5th while still on hold. Then back at the outside to Avi's Mineshaft and Vagabond Princess is last, and Valedictorian is still first. Valedictorian in front, a length and a quarter. Irad Ortiz Jr. weaving through traffic on the big favorite Rimska. She's up into second. Special Event is backpedaled after that mid-race move as Valedictorian tries to do it every step. 1/8 of a mile to go. Valedictorian by 3.5. Rimska is in high gear but running out of ground. Peach of a Gal is now third, then Vagabond Princess. And it's up front to Valedictorian. She went all the way. Valedictorian gate to wire to win the Swanee River under Tyler Gaffleone. Rimska second, Peach of a Gal third. 150 left.
The favorite goes up in flames in this race as number 5, Valedictorian, set very slow early fractions and had a nice stretch kick as a result. And Tyler Gaffleone and Valedictorian get the win at 9-1. Epic Racing, the winning owner of this daughter of Temple City, for Kelly Breen. 4, Rimska ran well, just ran out of track, while second ahead of number 6, Peach of a Gal, who ran third. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll start the Rainbow Six. Don't go away.
And Ghost Zipper is pulling away. Ghost Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Odds again has
Back now for race number 7 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six. 6.5 furlongs over the main track. Maiden claimers in for $12,500. Scratch the 1, 5, 9, 13, and 16. Rider change on 15. Crown Romance to Chris Landeros. The favorite was the 4, Valid Exchange.
Slow to go was Byron Bay. Quick to go inside, O'Denny Bear from the center. Valid Exchange moves to challenge, and Papa Y makes it a party. Far outside in Crown Romance with Captain Cholo between horses. Gap of 2 to 2-step slew. Then the newcomer My Interest working ahead of Junior Jumper and Malibu Illusion. 3 back to the outside, and in Gus We Trust, and Byron Bay is out the back door. They make their way to the half-mile point, and Papa Y has the lead by a length and a half. 22 and 4 for a quarter speed. Crown Romance is second. Up to third is O'Denny Bear. Up to fourth and out wide is 2-step slew. Back to fifth is one of the favorites here, Captain Cholo. Meanwhile, the favorite, Valid Exchange, will have to hurry up from there. Passed outside by My Interest, who starts to show some interest in the career unveiling. There's 5/16 to go. 50 to 1 Bomber. Papa Y still has the lead. From between horses, O'Denny Bear on the outside in Crown Romance. Gap of another 3 lengths back to My Interest, then Junior Jumper as they wheel in. Folks, they went 46 and 3 for a half mile. There's a 50 to 1 shot loose. 50 to 1 shot. Papa Y is clear by 4. Where are the dangers? There aren't any. First leg of the Rainbow Six goes to a $100 horse. It seems too good to be true, but it's true. How about Papa Y? Bombs away. Close for second, O'Denny Bear or Crown Romance, then My Interest. 118 and 4.
Almost unbelievable here as number 10, Papa Y, starts the Rainbow Six off with a 50 to 1 upset, knocking out more than 90% of the money in this Rainbow Six pool after just 1 leg. Marcos Meneses on board, the son of Gone Astray, for owner Juan Francisco Landieta and Juan Carlos Sevilla. We go now to the 8th race of the afternoon, the start of the late pick 5, 1 mile on turf. Allowance optional claiming horses with a field of 9. After the scratch of 10, Queen Nakia. And the favorites were 2, Regan's Odyssey, and 9, Dynatown.
And they're off. From between horses, Regan's Odyssey gets the first call and is fired to the top from Right On, who comes away with speed. In between horses, Pop's Irish Rose won't be far away. Far outside, Dynatown trying to get over, but she'll be stuck a bit wide as they charge to the first turn. It's Hira who now comes through to take the lead. Hira leads, but on the inside, that's Pop's Irish Rose who cuts the corner and puts her neck back on top. Settling in third, while a bit keen, is Regan's Odyssey. To her outside is Dynatown, so the favorites are third and fourth, and they work ahead of Troya. Una Luna is down at the inside, and from between horses goes Right On. Then it's Diamond Love, and on the outside it's Trilby. To the backstretch they race. They went 23 and 3 for the opening quarter speed, and Pop's Irish Rose and Francisco Masonette with the lead by a neck. Up on the outside here and now second. Dynatown is 3 wide third. Regan's Odyssey needs a place to work. She's fourth and down toward the inside. Troya's on her back fifth. Then back to Right On. Retreating now is Troya toward the inside, and Trilby, and Diamond Love is at the back. They went 48 and 4 for the opening half mile. They swing around the far turn. Pop's Irish Rose comes under pressure to hold the lead. 3 wide Dynatown. From between horses, that's Hira. Waiting in the wings, fourth is Regan's Odyssey. Una Luna gets started on the outside. Pink and black colors and charging hard. 3/4, 112 and 4, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Dynatown who comes away with the lead. Hira battles on. Regan's Odyssey and Una Luna down the stand side. Una Luna now charging to take the lead. Here's a late run from Trilby from dead last. Una Luna has the lead. Trilby on the outside up into second. They come to the wire. It's too close to call. Trilby really motored to make that really close. Una Luna alongside with Dynatown third in 136 and 3.
2 legs of the Rainbow Six in the books and 2 major upsets as number 6, Trilby, goes last to first at 12 to 1. Under jockey Brian Hernandez Jr. for Scooter Dickey and owners Scooter Dickey and John Empozeri. Second, number 7, Una Luna, who ran huge to just miss, ahead of number 9, Dynatown, who ran third. We go now to the 9th race of the afternoon, the start of the late pick 4, Maidens on turf at 1 mile. 3-year-old fillies go to post here and scratch the 13, Accolady, a field of 12. Favorites included 4, Claws, and 9, Can't Buy Me Love.
And they're off. Shadow Play was off a step slow. From the rail, Mia Solomia fires to the top from Dance and Dance, who's trying to get over from the high draw. Away on the top flight is Can't Buy Me Love into the top three. She races in the three path. Down at the inside goes Bohemian Bourbon, who's now only 2.5 lengths off the lead as the charge around the first turn. Mia Solomia leads the way a length and a half. Bohemian Bourbon is now racing in second. Can't Buy Me Love is third. Dance and Dance on the outside fourth. Back at the inside goes Ebullient from fifth. In the two path, that's a Cotty Piece racing from sixth. Then it's a length and a half back to the team of To the Moon and Back. And on her outside goes Amandrea. She's about 7 lengths off the pace setter. 2.5 clear of Claus, who's unhurried at this stage under Irad Ortiz Jr. The three at the back are On the Town, Platinum Painter, and Shadow Play. The opening quarter was aggressive 22-3 as they go to the half-mile point. Mia Solomia paves the path, leads by 2.5. Second is Bohemian Bourbon. Up on the outside, Can't Buy Me Love is now third. Looking to come on from fourth is Dance and Dance. Held up between horses is Ebullient. Retreating a bit is To the Moon and Back. Underway while needing racing room is Claus. Look out for Claus in the pink cap trying to thread through traffic here. It's a gap of 3 to the inside and On the Town. Shadow Play is the last to turn in as Mia Solomia confronted by Can't Buy Me Love. Can't Buy Me Love let go on the outside of Mia Solomia. Claus down the center and charging hard with Amandrea. Final eighth of a mile. Here's the run from Claus, and she's charging at the leader. Can't Buy Me Love. Claus going 2 to the 1 of the second horse, and Claus and Irad Ortiz Jr. with a good-looking win. They went a length and a half in the end. Can't Buy Me Love second. Amandrea was third. On the Town ran fourth in 1:34 and 4.
Some order restored to today's Rainbow Six sequence as number 4 Claus wins at 3 to 1, finishing up very well in a fast time for Irad Ortiz Jr. and Chad Brown, owned by Juddmont Farms, who also bred this daughter of Sveitstown. Claus, one to look out for. 9 Can't Buy Me Love second, 10 Amandrea ran third. We go now to race number 10 of the afternoon, the start of the late pick 3, a mile and the 16th on turf. Allowance optional claiming runners with a field reduced by 1. Scratch number 7, Outshine. The favorite was the 3, Global Campaign.
And they're off. Beautiful beginning for the favorite Global Campaign, who's away right to the early lead. And the other favorite, Standard Deviation, is away in the top flight. Blue Steel gets floated 5 wide. Into the top flight goes Awesome DJ to take over third. Back to fifth now as he's smoking hot ahead of Shazir, and Curlin Gray is last. Around the first turn they go, and here's Blue Steel to push on the outside and take over a narrow lead. Back to second is the big favorite Global Campaign. Saya's in no hurry at this stage. Standard Deviation is third and only 3 lengths off the lead. It's a gap of 4 to Awesome DJ, who's racing from fourth. He's Smoking Hot is next to the outside of Shazir, and 5 to the trailer, Curlin Gray. Opening quarter speed was 23-1. Strong pace as Blue Steel has the lead a length and a half. Global Campaign second, and Standard Deviation is watching his every move. And the favorites are moving together, and they're moving right now after Blue Steel. Back to fourth and Awesome DJ, then Shazir, and he's smoking hot. And still at the back with pace to chase is Curlin Gray. Inside half a mile away to the first finish line, and with the advantage, it's still Blue Steel. But on the outside, here's the big favorite Global Campaign. Up to challenge for the top. Back to third is Standard Deviation. From the back, Awesome DJ has made a touch of ground with He's Smoking Hot. Down inside in Shazir, 5 back to Curlin Gray as they run to the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's now Global Campaign, who gets away to lead by 2.5. Standard Deviation is all in, but up into second. Blue Steel is back to third, then Awesome DJ. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. It's Global Campaign looking good off the top of the turn with a 4-length lead. Standard Deviation in his 3-year-old debut, trying to get back on terms. A late run from last in Curlin Gray to the first finish line. Here's Global Campaign. He'll win it, and win it geared down by 3 in the end. Standard Deviation was second. Up for third was Curlin Gray, then Awesome DJ and Blue Steel in 1:44 and 1.
Number 3, Global Campaign, takes one step closer to his Florida Derby and Kentucky Derby hopes as he gets the victory, remaining undefeated in his second career outing. Luis Saez rode the very impressive son of Curlin for Windstar Farm and Sagamore Farm, and winning trainer Stanley Huff. 5, Standard Deviation was second, and 8, Curlin Gray ran third. Time for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 11 on the program. First half of the late daily double, the $100,000 guaranteed El Prado Stakes on turf and about 7.5 furlongs. Scratch number 7, Renaissance Frolic, a field of 12. Off-time favorites included 5, Mr. Cub, and 8, Hembry.
And they're off in the El Prado. Uncle B from his outside gate away well. Far outside, Abiding Star wants to get over. Moving between horses is Mr. Cub, and Siding Spring is along the rail. Then back to Swagger Jagger. He's away mid-flight, and down at the inside goes Holiday Stone. CM Reap is between horses in the charge around the first turn. Abiding Star has an early tussle with Siding Spring up front, and Mr. Cub and Landeros get exactly the spot they want, third behind the speed. CM Reap is racing from fourth, then to the outside and Uncle B. 3 wide Swagger Jagger. 2 back to Vichy and Holiday Stone. Then comes Golden Dragon, paired off with Krampus toward the back. A length and a half to Hembry, who's second last, and the trailer is Cowboy Culture. 22-2 for an aggressive opening quarter speed, and a mid-race move comes from Swagger Jagger, forcing the hand of Uncle B as Abiding Star maintains control. Siding Spring is fourth, and Mr. Cub is fifth. Then CM Reap from sixth, while 3 wide, racing ahead of Vichy and Holiday Stone. 4 back to Krampus, who gives the green light by Manny Cruz to get some ground made up. Then Cowboy Culture, who improves to his inside ahead of Hembry, and Golden Dragon is last. They run to the top of the stretch and take closer order as Uncle B is up to challenge for the top from the inside. Abiding Star. Mr. Cub needs out. He gets out. He's up now to challenge for the lead. Down the center and CM Reap from last. It's Hembry. Final eighth of a mile. Uncle B tries to hold him off here. Hembry down the center. Mr. Cub from between horses, and then it's Krampus in deep stretch. Hembry from way back up in time. Second is Mr. Cub. Third is Uncle B. Then Cowboy Culture in 1:27 flat.
From far back, number 8, Hembry, rolls down the center of the race course to get the victory under Irad Ortiz Jr., our trainer Mike Maker, and the 3 Diamonds Farm. We did have a disqualification here. Number 5, Mr. Cub, the original runner-up, was disqualified and placed 5th for interference to number 9, Krampus. Moving to second is 12, Uncle B, and moving to third was 11, Cowboy Culture. We complete the Saturday program with race number 12 on turf at 1 mile. Maidens of the 3-year-old filly variety. Scratch the 13, Lady Rosalie. A field of 12. Off-time favorite number 1, Cafe Americano.
And runners away. Perfect beginning. Lady Worthington from the outside gate, having to use some speed to get over. So too is Silver Kitten on the far outside. And these two will work over a touch. Moving between horses is Del Capum, and at the rail goes Eternally. So into the first turn, Eternally holds the inside edge and the lead over Del Capum, who races from second. Now third is Lady Worthington. Silver Kitten is racing fourth. Then it's the newcomer, Cafe Americano, fifth down toward the inside. A length and a half in front of Sunnydale, who's mid-flight. Then it's a gap of another 2.5 lengths back to Modern Muse, racing to the outside of Nico's Dream. My Maiko is down at the inside. They're followed by Margaret's Joy ahead of Clock Strikes 12, and Come Strolling is at the back of the field as they head down the backstretch. The opening quarter was 23 seconds flat. Eternally leads 3 parts of a length. Del Capum on the hip of the leader while racing in second. 2 lengths back to Lady Worthington third. Silver Kitten's on the outside fourth. Down at the inside goes Cafe Americano fifth, and only about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then Modern Muse and Sunnydale. It's a gap of another 2 lengths to Nico's Dream, who gets underway. That's all for My Maiko. Margaret's Joy is next. Come Storming, trying to uncork from the back, and trailing the field is Clock Strikes 12 as they run to the top of the stretch. Eternally has the lead. Del Capum only a neck off the lead second. Cafe Americano has no place to go. Sequestered down inside and looking for racing room far outside. Here's a big run from Nico's Dream as they wheel in. Many chances here. Del Capum has the lead, but there's a split for Cafe Americano, and she's up to challenge and take the lead. Cafe Americano, and another great ride from Irad Ortiz Jr. She'll punch clear to win in a career debut and win a length and a half. Nico's Dream was second. Third was Lady Worthington. Closing hard next was Margaret's Joy and Del Capum in 1:36-1.
The betting favorite gets the job done with a big stretch kick. Number 1, Cafe Americano, gets room when she needs to, and give herself some credit. She kicked on gamely to get the victory, giving Irad Ortiz Jr. a sweep of the late daily double. This one for Chad Brown and owner Peter Brandt. Second, number 10, Nico's Dream, and third was the 11, Lady Worthington. Some big-time fireworks to start the Rainbow Six, and then things settled down. The 20-cent Rainbow Six still returned over $100,000.
And that wraps up Saturday's card. We're right back here again on Sunday with another 12-race card. Our first race post, 12 p.m. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.